Alright folks, how's it going? Welcome to the String Ninjas podcast with myself, Gavin. First, as you'll know, there is no Mick. The elephant in the room will address it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me mentioning the reason why he hasn't been here the last couple of weeks. So basically, he went on a fag run for the Rye about 3 weeks ago, and he's been stuck in Santa Ponsa.
With an empty suitcase, because we all know how this goes.
No, we say he was sent over for 2,000 Richmond menthol Super Kings, and he, for some reason, he keeps posting them back in envelopes and singles.
No, but they keep getting scooped because they have the clicky bit in the middle that's illegal now.
What the?
The menthol clicky bit in the middle is illegal because it makes it more like...
The fuck do you mean a clicky bit in the middle?
Whenever you smoke a menthol, you fucking click the clicky bit in the middle of the butt.
What shite are you talking about? Everybody knows it's a fucking Wrigley's wrapped up in the end of that. I mean, you could fucking take it out and chew it. Fucking spoiling the crack there. Anyway, yes, so joined again this week by my better half to fill the void. I was going to attempt to do this by myself and just talk, but then I was like, I don't even like thinking. Do you know what I mean? To myself, I don't like I'll end up like fucking people thinking I'm nuts if I started doing this. If I have to do it next week by myself, I'll do it. Obviously, Mick's been out for a while, and I'm sure he'll inform you so when we'll come back and we'll talk about it now. So we'll just leave it at that. The mystery's there. So yeah. So decided me and you talk shade again for half an hour and see how we get on.
Yeah, apparently we actually like each other, so it's grand.
Well, we do for the cameras, like it's like one of those on-screen relationships. Do you know where like the actual acting between the two actors was fantastic, but they fucking hated each other. Mm-hmm. Like Marlon Brando and that woman he raped in the scene.
Oh yeah. Last Tango in Paris.
Last Tango. It was definitely the last Tango after that fucking...
You can kind of tell, considering I gave myself a nice cup and give him a shitty white cup.
I know, you're fucking obviously trying to give me diabetes. You stuck like 9 sugars in this.
No.
I think you put 2 in, and I went, no, did I put any sugar in it? And I put another 2 in. Because I swear to fuck, the bottom of it is thick.
No, do you know what it is? It's, we got the last bag of sugar we got was from Lidl. It's not the one that we normally get.
Them German sugars, twice as thick.
That's what it is. Twice as fucking efficient.
They goose stepping into your fucking arteries.
I think that, yeah.
You can make fun of Germans. Do you know? They're Jewish lacking. Oh, that's a good joke. Oh, sorry, I just spat my tea out there. I just realised what I said. And you're choked on my sugary fucking 5-mark tea.
Oh God.
So yeah, what have you been up to this week?
Looking at your face mostly. Getting ready for Finn's birthday.
That's right, our son's 8th birthday. It's fucking disgusting.
I know.
That he's been alive for 8 years. Not that he's been alive for 8 years, but it's just disgusting and how it reflects on us.
I know. Like whenever we had him, we were 25, and we thought that was
Jesus
old.
Jesus Christ. 25.
I know, we thought it took a long time to get to 25, and then you forget about your own age whenever you're pitting your age against somebody else's age, and then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I'm 34 this year.
8 is...
Yeah, it's bad old crack, like. And like in 5 years you'll be a teenager, and I'm not okay. Like. Yeah.
The thing that's bugged me is that I decided to do that Minecraft fucking thing, and it's like it's too much now.
No, we need a bit of context behind this.
So yeah, so I decided Finn loves Minecraft. He loves it way too much. So I decided to do, like, I'll go in and create a world, Finn's kingdom, and like build him a castle and build him loads of different things in it and a maze and all that sort of shit. And I started that on Sunday, and I've basically done it every night for the last, since Sunday. So today's Thursday, so 4 days so far. And the first 2 days, I think the first 3 days, I stayed up
till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
4 or 5 in the morning doing it, like, and because you have to learn all this stuff, and it's like most of the fucking time you're just clearing away space for yourself to work. So it takes
you might as well just clean your own house.
Build them a fucking castle in here. So so we're working on that, but fuck me, it's like a bit up more than I can chew because the world is infinite. So you're like,
when do you stop?
So I was like, I fucking did on this roller coaster and all, and it's just had my mind boggled now. Fucking Minecraft. Don't know. You can see why people. You can see why people enjoy it, but I don't see how people can stay at it like constantly for fucking years and build and all that sort of shit. It's just doesn't. Although I learned how to build a fountain, which was cool. So. Yeah.
It is though. Like loads of people would never put that level of effort into something though. Do you know what I mean?
Probably a reason, like, to be honest.
I know, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing.
I'll stick up the wee video when
Yeah.
I do the editing of this along the bottom so you can see what I've done.
Oh,
I did him
yeah.
a big birthday cake, big 80-foot fucking birthday cake with his name on it. So bastard that I am. But the thing is, he hasn't been excited about anything else because he knows I'm up to something with Minecraft and he has just not fucking stopped going on about it.
No, but it was really funny the other night. He crept down and he was like hiding behind the door as
see if
if
he could
nobody could hear him,
to see if he
trying
could
to
see
work
me
out what he
fucking-
was doing. And like he didn't do that for Santa. Do you know what I mean? So
You
like,
went to bed for something.
yeah, he was like, I'll go to bed, no sweat, see you later. But Gavin builds him a village in Minecraft and he's not even sure if it's definitely Minecraft, but he thinks it's Minecraft because Gavin asked
Fucking
him
knows now,
about
'cause he's not asleep,
sitting
he's
things
sitting
in
up resting.
Minecraft. I'd say he is, yeah.
What's yeah?
I'd be surprised if we don't hear his wee pitter patter of his feet in the wee creaky door.
Coming down, melting our heads.
What'd you say? I heard you. I knew it wasn't just you watching Minecraft videos, because why would you watch Minecraft videos, Daddy? You don't even
No,
like
why would I?
Minecraft.
Well, I just want to shoot people in the face again, son. That's all I want to do. I'm going to play Call of Duty or Battlefield or something. But I see when I was up in the bog there, I was watching a wee video and it was about, we were speaking to kids, and it was about like this little chess prodigy, but he was only like about 6 or something, like really, really young, like you couldn't even sit in the seat. He's on his knees, like fucking up against the table, and it's like this like Russian reality TV show. And basically the guy's like, oh, before I start, I just realised I can't actually play chess. And he goes, so what we've done is, and you just hear this music and the lights and all going up, and it's like this fucking 6-year-old kid sitting there on a TV show going, what the fuck's going on? And he basically, they're like, we're bringing you, you know, the world, the champion, this, that, and really bigs this fucking owl cunt up, and it's this like 12-time world champion. It just cuts to the kid in fucking tears, screaming like mummy, because he's like, the fuck, he thought he was just playing fucking chess against some dickhead.
When you're 6, you don't care about the competition. Like, you just want to play the game.
Oh, his man, definitely.
I know, but the
Fucking
6-year-old,
beating
like,
him, feeding him potatoes, that's it, talking about.
no, that's bad crack.
Yeah.
Although they're really big into making their kids work, aren't they? Like, between modelling and fucking
You're
acting and
talking about that fucking thing.
martial arts and all sorts of shit.
That modelling thing, that documentary that was on there about the fucking, all the 14-year-olds. Fucking
Yeah, it's really fucking
creepy.
seedy.
It's really, really
Yeah.
weird. It's like, it's a saying to you, like, it's okay, like, if you, like, to take somebody that young, if it's, like, for a discipline. Don't, like, if they're going to be fucking horse riding or kickboxing or even chess.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously taking them at that age and fucking bringing them all, because that'll be something to keep with them. They'll only get better
Yeah.
at it over time. So you want them at that young. But, like, specifically fucking, like, check it out if you haven't seen anything like this. Fucking look it up. It's like Russian for. It's like there's a specific
I think
academy for it or something.
Yeah,
like
it was
that. But they're all,
Channel
like,
4, I think it was, wasn't it?
they
The
did
documentary was
like a
on.
dispatches thing, but
Yeah.
they did like, it was so basically all these models are like fucking, it's all really weird, like they all look the same and they know that really
They're all
straight
12 to
blonde
14.
12 to 14 and
Super over sexualized.
yeah, like fucking
Yeah.
it's super creepy, but it's like you can't explain that. You can't say like, oh, that's because, you know, we're teaching them fucking, because by the time they're like 20 they're done with them. They're like, oh, I see you later. So it's like, it's literally so you can take pictures of fucking kids.
I know.
It's a really weird
And, like,
culture that says,
But the parents, they send them to these modelling academies from like their our Darcy's age, like
Right.
from 3, 4, and like that's all they learn.
it's fucking weird, isn't it? I don't,
It's like then by the time that career's over, they marry them off, and you're just like,
our Darcy's a big enough poser without having to go to
oh Jesus, she's so
a
funny.
wee giggle. But
So
yeah, it's
shits.
fucking strange. And we'll watch that. What else? What's that hotel?
Oh,
Oh,
Cecil.
No, nobody says it right. Hotel Cecil, Hotel Cecil, Hotel Cacel, Cacile. Fucking, so about
Cecil?
the
Cecil,
Japanese woman, it's fucking bait and switch. It is a bait and switch, that TV program, because the whole way through it, they make out
I
as
know.
if there's like some sort of paranormal
I was raging.
fucking activity going on, and you know, oh, she
There's this
disappeared.
demon coming after her.
And
and,
you see her going this, that, and the other, and then it turns out at the end she had a fucking mental breakdown and wasn't taking her medication and decided to
Yeah.
get into a fucking water tank. Spoiler alert, but realistically, I'd say like you could just go to there's what was it 4 episodes? They're like an hour long each.
Yeah.
You could just go straight to the end one, and it basically recaps everything from the first 3 and gives you the ending.
Yeah.
And like, but it's just the whole way they did it, and it was like. Even in the last episode, when all the skeptics were going, aye, and I know there's just that's the one thing that the lid on the water tower was closed. The lid on the water tower was closed, and they're all saying it. And then like it cuts to the copper going, actually no, it was open. The guy who said it originally got it wrong, and then they're all like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
That's it's all that's the mystery gone.
Like. It's like the guy, the musician, destroying his life.
Aye.
That really, really, really annoyed me. That really annoyed me. I like not an apology, fucking anywhere. Not oh shit, mate. Sorry about that. We all have realized that this wee girl wasn't murdered. You know, whenever you clearly were using a time machine to go forward because you were there a year before it happened. You know, but we'll just go and destroy your fucking life because you like some morbid fucking makeup.
Yeah. You see the fucking, but it just shows you how fucking stupid people are on the internet. So basically, for anybody who hasn't seen it, so the hotel Cecil, Keckile, whatever you want to call it, Cashel, it's like this renowned hotel in fucking where's it, LA, downtown LA, on Skid Row. Just beside
Skid Row, yeah.
And so basically, it's housed a few serial killers over the years, and it was like used as what was it, fucking low income housing and stuff and all in places. So they had loads of druggies and loads of fucking
and the Night Stalker lived there, and
your man Ramirez and all. They all lived there and all that. So it has a bad reputation, and it has this like all these fucking like from it was opened, people were like killing themselves in it and stuff and all that. So it's got this whole it's a haunted vibe in it. So basically this fucking this Japanese Canadian girl goes there and goes missing. And they don't find her for fucking like 3 weeks or something like that.
19 days.
18 days. And then they eventually find her in the water tank. So, and then the whole mystery is how the fuck did she get in the water tank? It's all a conspiracy and all. And it was enjoyable, but I think the ending just like pissed me off because it was like, there was a definite 100% answer to this. Do you know what I mean? I like those documentaries where it's like, and nobody really fucking knows what happened.
No, but you know what it is though? It's a really good lesson. Conspiracy theories are full of shit.
Full of shit,
They're absolute bollocks. So you can put so many fucking bits together, whatever way your agenda wants them. You can make this really intricate, fucking insane picture, and you can run with it, and you can completely hoodwink the world into believing the way that you believe by the placement. Like the first 3 episodes are solid proof of this, in my opinion, because they had you believing solidly that there was some fucking shady bullshit going on, and then in the end they go, but actually there was nothing going on at all. And you're just like, holy shit, I've just lost 4 hours of my life to nothing because they had me totally convinced that there was this shit, and it is a perfect example of how you shouldn't believe conspiracy theory bollocks.
The reason that conspiracy theorists get away with it is because, to say there's 100 conspiracy theories, one of them is loosely true. Do you know what I mean? It's based in reality in some respect. Do you know, and you go, oh fuck. Do you know, like if a day come out JFK was assassinated, a lot of people would use that to justify every other fucking there's no moon landing, there's this, do you know what I mean? There's fucking coronavirus, remember fucking 5G? Remember everybody's faces were melting off because of fucking 5G, and now they're all sitting in the house watching fucking Hotel Cecil on fucking 5G broadband. They're not complaining now.
I know.
That's probably how a lot of them are getting their fucking their data these days, and they don't even realise it.
No, of course they don't. But like
fucking sucking on Wi-Fi.
No, but like see off the back of that, like see people who genuinely think that this vaccine's gonna put actual like nano robots into their blood so that the government can spy on them. It's like nobody gives a fuck about your life.
But even on a practical scale, how much data would that take to fucking? Can you imagine like you're recording everybody's bio fucking sphere every day, their mental fucking brainwaves, you know what I mean, how they're shiting where they're going, like that every day, but you're doing that for 7 billion people, and like how much data is going to be needed on a daily basis? It's just, oh wait there, that's what the 5G's for.
It's to give it the extra data.
Oh, it's to give it the line. That's why O2 came in, because they're running the deal for the government. That's what it is. I know. 30 gigabytes.
Putting it out in the oxygen. That's why it's called O2. No, but like Bill Gates isn't Ned Flanders. Ned Flanders wants to see what everybody's doing, and he wants to fucking be in everybody's business and be the overlord. But you know, Bill Gates doesn't give a shit. Just doesn't care. No, why should you? And why does anybody think that anybody else cares about
See, realistically,
us?
if Bill Gates were to just go here, let us stick a nano chip inside you and I'll give you $1 million. A lot of people go, why fuck it? Sure, what's he going to do?
But they all have their mobile phones in their hands.
I know.
Their mobile phones are listening. They're watching everything that they do, and they don't need to put expensive nanotechnology inside your blood because you already hand over every solitary thing that they could possibly use in terms of monetizing data. So why the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. You're dickheads. Like, have a word.
Catch a grip of your fucking selves. Like, it's good fun watching people because I'd say this because they're so loosely based in reality. People can really grasp tenuously onto it. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as you still got a wee bit of a hold on it, it's still real to you. You know, I just can't get over it. The thing is, I don't know who the fuck has the energy for it either. Do you know what I mean? People really are bored, and that just goes to show you something. It's like I see people and they're all like, all this lockdown shit, and it's doing my bollocks in. Like, it really is doing my bollocks in because I just think they're just fucking at this stage. They're making up there's no strategy for them. Mm-hmm. They're just like, oh well, sure, we'll see what next week. It's like some cunt that owes you a tenner. Oh, I'll have it for you next week, and then next week comes and goes, give us another couple of days. You know, like, it's just that.
Except it's the economy on strap.
It's the economy on strap, right? But yeah, it's like, fuck's sake. You see people going about the government's taking away our liberties and they're taking away our freedoms and they're taking away this and taking away, and they're getting really riled up, and it's like, what the fuck are you going to do about it, fatso? I mean, are you going to fucking go and buy a gun? You live in Ireland. It's not like they're readily fucking available. Do you mean, like, you're going to go buy a gun, go out on the street and start shooting people because you're fighting for our fucking liberties? Who are you going to be fighting? The army? Who the fuck are you going to go down to? I mean, what the fuck? What's your end game? Mm-hmm. Or is it just a case of you're a sad bitch and you want to feel good about yourself by going and making it look like you've actually done something? Do you know people like fucking, I sign petitions, but it's like, no, but that doesn't fucking do anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, you didn't get up off your hole and fucking go and do something. And I'm guilty of that myself. I'll sign a petition all day, but I'm honest because I couldn't be arsed. I'm too busy.
Yeah. But see, like, in fairness, the real conspiracy is we got a shop in Lidl that cost £70 that this time last year would have cost 32. Like, see, that's the thing that we all need to be looking at. The fact that, like, the mixture of the pandemic and Brexit together has vastly, like, just completely destroyed any hope that any of us ever had of ever affording anything ever again. I mean, if you go to Lidl and you're looking at your shop going, fuck, what? Where did, like, no, like, there was, like, what, 2.5 dinners in that? Like, and I think a toilet roll, you know what I mean?
So I can't even use it, it's cutting a hole in me.
Apparently so. So, like...
Here, no, apparently. That's all that's left up there. You fucking wait. Wait till you see what's ahead of you, love. Just say I didn't warn you. It reminds me of cheap out fucking bog roll you get in, like, a nightclub.
Oh.
One ply.
Although, in saying that, you're lucky if you find any in a nightclub.
It said on it, I was like, I don't remember lifting recycled toilet paper. As it says on it, 100% recycled. And I was going, does that mean other people have wiped their holes? Like, I know it's not, but it was in my head that's the crack. That's quite literally the crack. So I'm just checking get my timer up here so we can keep it sweet. But so are you holding out anything for 2020? 2021, sorry. I was
going to say there, 2020
it doesn't matter, it's just
shit, like
20, insert random number here.
I know, I mean, it is the 400 millionth day of March 2020. The only thing that I'm holding out hope for in 2021 is a day off.
No,
I won't get it, but I would like one.
Book it off. Just book it. Book it good. Yeah, not just thinking away, like, because we're trying to think of fucking gigs and whatnot, and it's just, you don't know what. Somebody put up the other day, it was like, oh, we're not going to have normality till 2023. And it's like, I'm not being funny, but I cannot wait that long. You just need to fucking sort some shit out now. Do you know what I mean? You just need to fucking, like, go, right, anybody over fucking 50, like, anybody over 70, you know, stay in your fucking homes. Everybody else will sort you out. Anybody over the age of 50 with any conditions that are serious, stay in your homes, will sort you out. The rest of you go out and have the crack there. Do you know what I mean? I'll fucking get on with it, because, like, I'm not saying now, I'm saying, like, in the next couple of months, this is what we need to start to be thinking about, because I'm not fucking staying in this house all day, every day for the next fucking 3 years. They can suck my wang.
I know, but it's not even just that, right? What annoys me about the whole thing is that, look at New Zealand as a perfect example. Jacinda Ardern has proven that you can defeat this and you can bring about normal life if you use a certain sensible fucking approach. But these cunts just refuse.
Do you know why? I was thinking about that the other day, right? New Zealand has really bad internet. Right? I'm not even joking. New Zealand has really bad internet. They're still on the thing that you have to pay for it by the like gigabyte. You know, because there's such a small population.
So it's harder for the conspiracy theories to circulate.
Circle, it really is. But that's like over there, they probably all went, you know, this is for the better, this is for the greater good. So we'll just fucking suck it up and do this, and they got to reap the benefits. Whereas over here, people are like, my rights to be skeptical have been trodden upon, and you know, and I don't want to wear a mask for 5 fucking minutes when I'm in a shop getting my sausage roll bap and my milk and my carton of fags. It's like, fuck up.
I know. But like, I was on the bus the other day.
I think it was stapled to their fucking ears.
I know.
They should be, like, some of them. You know?
I know, but like, there were so many people on the bus. Like, there was no such thing as social distancing, because it's gotten to the stage where it's not even that people are complacent. It's just that they don't care. They haven't been given a reason to care, because none of this shit works. And we know we're just going to be plunged back into it in a month's time, and everything's going to be put on its head, and nobody knows how to plan for anything. And it's not giving them any incentive to do the right thing. And who can blame them? Especially if their boss is like, no, fuck you, get into work. And they have to commute every day.
It's completely mixed signals. Like that fucking thing that went out today. P1 to P3s can go back to school in April, but everybody else can't.
I know.
It's like, why P1 to 3s? What is the special? Like, give us a fucking reason, and if the reason is good, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? We'll obviously work on it, but don't be like going 1 and 1 is 6. Why? It is. Fucking deal with it. It's like, but that confuses me, and I don't want to listen because I think you're talking shit now.
But that's exactly it. Like, there's one of the bus conductors came on the other day and said to this group of people, like, why aren't you wearing your mask? And they were like, because I don't want to. And like, they're not even hiding it anymore. There's no more lies of this fictitious PTSD or how everybody now automatically has asthma or autism. And they just are quite blatantly going, I'm just not going to do it. You fuck off. What are you going to do? Arrest me? Get the fuck away from me now. You fucking headbutt you cunt. And you're sort of going, this is the world that our politicians have fucking built.
Created, eh?
They have given the fucking seeds for this to fester. They've left it to go, and they've done nothing to remedy it except add more shit on top that they themselves quite obviously are not fucking paying attention to. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, come on, guys, help us out. Yeah,
tired of it all, fucking dicks.
I know. Fuck, if you're gonna do it, at least do it properly.
At least the cunts got paid for 3 years.
Exactly.
I've been out of work from fucking when last
March, before St. Patrick's Day.
Well, there was all that, but then there was that wee flurry of gigs where we had like 3 or 4
for 50 quid, and you had to like charge a quarter because nobody had any money because they've been shut for 6 months. But like,
but that's it. I haven't worked since then. Probably. Well, it kind of like I wouldn't. People are like, oh, you go into a normal job. It's like I can't. I physically can't go into I can't go and work in Tesco's because I've got the kids to look after during the day. And if I go into a fucking thing and say I can't work during the day, I can only work these shifts and these times. I'm going to say fuck off. There's 900 other people in this fucking job interview. Why would I sort you out? But that's all. I got very fucking heavy there, didn't it?
I know. It did.
Elephant's dick heavy that was. Just thumped on the table, that one.
Fucking swinging all over the place.
So we stopped it before it jizzed. So that would have been... That would have washed us away.
Yeah.
So yeah. So who tells Cecil coronavirus bollocks? It's gotten to the stage now, because I think it is conditioned people, like myself. I'm like, when I start working again, I'm going to be fucking loaded because I'm not going to go out anywhere anymore because I'm so used to just being in the house. See, and the thing is, I don't want. I was talking to Barry, one of the guys next door. I said, like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out drinking. I don't want to go out fucking partying. I want to go out for a couple of hours from the house and then come back. And that's it. You know, I want to go out and do a gig and I'm out for 3 hours and a fucking 2 hour, no,
And I get the Xbox and the
and
TV
you
all to
get the
myself.
Xbox, and then I can come in and fucking...
You know, I can just potter about and do whatever the hell I want with no noise. Like there was nights when you went to work and I turned the TV off and I just sat there.
Silence.
Because it was the first like bit of silence that I'd had in so long.
You were working from home as well.
And like I haven't had that in so long. It's like what?
Quiet. What do you want for Christmas? Quiet, please.
Just funny. Before all this even happened, people were asking me what I wanted for my 30th birthday, and to everyone I answered, a night in a hotel by myself where I can go to sleep when I want, get up when I want, and nobody asks me to do anything, or nobody tells me that I need to do something in a certain way.
That fucking
and
time
then
I
nobody did
you,
it.
But I said to you, here, I'll do it for you, and yeah, I'll fucking book you a room somewhere, I'll call it a wee favour, and you were like, nah, I only live up a street. Like, for fuck's sake, pick something, would you? No, I only live up a street, so I don't. So I think, because we've thought about, we'll go for a night out, and like, we'll go down, like, your ma, I can, like, like 2 years ago, your ma can take the kids, and your brain, and we'll go down, and we'll fucking go on the rip, and then we'll just, you know,
find somewhere to crash.
No, not even, no, just plan for that, just find somewhere to crash, what the fuck.
No, you know what I mean.
I fucking... And then we go to we just go to like a cheap hotel for the night and just stay there, and then get up the next morning and go and do our thing, some breakfast and whatnot, and then go home. And then you're like, what, sure, it's 80 quid, we only live up a street. Like, it's 10 in a taxi to get home at night. Considering
that we would end up in Bert's Jazz Bar and we would spend far too much money on like 3 cocktails and fuckloads of tequila shots.
If you got the deed to your house there, like, yeah,
I know. Sorry, you don't look like the right type of patron in here. Are you from BT9?
Speaking of Patreon, String Ninjas are on Patreon, by the way. That's a good segue there. So, yeah, check us out, www.patreon.com/String Ninjas, and you'll get all the access to all our stuff. Pay what you want, there's no tiers. If you want to send us 50p, you get access to everything. If you want to send us £1, access. If you want to send us your knickers, we're going to send them back to you. Probably wash them for you as well. Well, you don't have to do it.
I was going to say there. Fucking talk about yourself there. But just on the front of local bands as well, I am wearing a local bands t-shirt, Suckin' Diesel.
They're not a local band anymore?
They are in my heart. They, unfortunately, about a year before the pandemic, they broke up by just not bothering to do any more gigs. Like, they just stopped. But they're like, other than Running Rat, I think they're my favourite ever local band. Like, their songs are just amazing. Like, they have a song called TV License Men of the Apocalypse. Like, what is not to love? Do you know what I mean?
Chicken in the microwave. That's not a TV, it's
like,
chicken.
They have an ode to Jerry Buckbeard. Like, you should all go and check out Suckin' Diesel.
Suckin' Diesel on Spotify, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on everything. Definitely go and check them out. They're absolutely fantastic.
It's a pure Northern Ireland name too.
I know.
Suckin' Diesel.
But there's this wee country bumpkin band called Suckin' Diesel, but they're like a wedding band.
Oh, lovely.
And like,
fuck, that's a weird thing. Like, we're like a wedding band. We specialise in catering for everybody's special day. What's your name? Oh, ham-fisted mutilation.
But like, the people would have them for their wedding, and then they'd put up a review and tag this Suckin' Diesel, not that Suckin' Diesel, and they would be raging.
We fucking actually happened to us in the String Ninjas. We got tagged, some wedding fucker tagged us, wedding fucker, fucks weddings. So he just goes around and just box the weddings, the centerpieces.
Adam Sandler Part 2.
He just fucking tagged us, String Ninjas, and it was like these 4, it's this quartet, like a proper quartet. It's like, what fucking quartet, what proper outfit, like a string ensemble is calling themselves String Ninjas, like, I'm fucking embarrassed using the name.
It's not the worst name. Like, I think the worst name was, wasn't the worst. It is absolutely hilarious, but also terrible. One of our Declan's old bands from when he was a teenager was Joe Pesci and the Wet Bandits. I thought that was phenomenal. And then there was Who Stole My Goldfish and Deco. What was it? Like, Deco and the Bus Pass Boys.
It sounds like, well, that sounds like Ian Jury. Something along those lines, but Who Stole My Goldfish sounds like some fucking Sum 41 tribute.
I know, it's terrible.
Yeah, it does sound terrible. It's a good thing that never went anywhere.
Yeah, Desolation was the only one that he really put loads of effort into.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One word.
Do you remember they used to gig with High Speed Steel?
High Speed Steel, yeah. One of the funniest gigs.
I know.
I remember, like, so up in the fucking St. Teresa's Youth Club, they were doing the gig, and I remember, like, because that was very funny for me for loads of reasons. because it was a wee shitty youth club, and all these fucking dirty wee 14-year-old fucking metalhead scumbags, myself included, in that there, were in there in the fucking shittiest wee green room ever.
Loving life.
And I remember they were setting up the drum kit, and I was like, I've never touched the drum kit before in my life, and I got up and I went, doof, doof, ksh, doof. And this wee girl came up to me and went, "Will you play drums in our band? Our drummer hasn't turned up." And I was like, I'm literally I just sat down. This is the first time I've held a drumstick in my life. I didn't even play guitar or anything at that stage.
Jesus, we would have been really young then.
Yeah, very young. But then I always remember there was the guy, Kerr, was playing a solo, and somehow his amp went on fire.
Yeah.
And everybody was going, "Kerr, your amp's on fire!" But he thought we were like giving him like encouragement, and he started like jumping on top of it and all this here. And then it was like 5 fucking minutes later, he realised, he was like, "Oh fuck, that's his brother's amp, and it's now up in flames."
Yeah. That was fun. That was good crack. Although I think the best one, I think it was High Speed Steel, and Kerr was singing the Misfits Halloween. Halloween! In the most Kerr, like, fucking Belfast accent. It was phenomenal. It's almost as good as the night that he was in my ma's attic playing SingStar, and he sang Run DMC's It's Tricky. Now that is something that you need to experience in your life, and if Kerr ever watches this, please do a video of you singing It's Tricky by Run DMC.
He looks like Ian Edmondson for anybody that's wondering, like old school Ian Edmondson.
Brilliant. It would actually make my life. And like, because he's in Takers and Users, another really good Belfast band. But Darzo, who's the singer, he does all these Darzo Does videos of him playing these fucking weird songs. So that's an accompaniment that needs to happen.
Okay.
It needs to happen. There like, that'd be hilarious.
Darzo does French toast.
You should actually go check those out too. They're really good.
Well, it's just on YouTube or something.
Like just on his Facebook and all sorts of things. Like, but
like, you can't just type Darzo into
no,
your
but like
Facebook
it'll be on
engine.
like Takers and Users Facebook. They would share it and everything.
So
but
Takers and Users, Sucking Diesel. What are the other ones?
High Speed Steel.
You'll not see them anyway.
No, fuck. There's so many amazing bands in Belfast.
I don't know if anybody remembers this. Anybody listening around Belfast, but Blow Monkey. That was Blow Monkey territory. Blow Monkey was the guy who used to drive around and dish out scores. He only did scores.
Froggy's uncle.
You know, he did that, and that's he's basically supplied all the fucking kids with dope over the years.
And he pretended to be a taxi.
Give you a lift like 25 feet.
I know, but he only ever picked up teenagers.
It's the most expensive taxi you've ever got. Like, it was 20 quid for 25 feet.
I know.
But,
the days.
Or Wasted Youth.
That would be a good name for a band.
Wasted Youth.
That
it probably
name
is.
For a band.
It fucking...
Yeah.
Or no, but you wouldn't just say Wasted Youth. You'd have to include the R to make it sound fucking fancy. What's your name of your band? R Wasted Youth. Oh, you sound like a grungy indie wank band.
Yeah, it does if you put R in front of it, because that's shite.
If you were to start a band, any type of band at all, any genre, what would you be and what would you call yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard because I'm in a band and I have a name.
No. Your name's Jim, obviously.
I'll leave that one with me. The next podcast, I'll have an answer for that.
Who the fuck says you're coming on the next one?
Well, I live here.
Yeah,
whether you want me or not, I can just fucking open the door and go, I've thought of one! You can't stop me.
I fucking can.
No, you fucking can't.
I can,
You can't.
I will. I'll spit in your tea. You'll not know when.
I'll knock you out.
So I think, but you have to think. This is the thing. You have to think.
What would you do?
You have to think on your feet and develop the idea. That's what a conversation
have you met
is. I know, but of course I have. But I thought I'd give you a fucking easy one. Music you like. I thought you would have went, oh, I do a fucking reggae band called, Rastafari Marley Bollocks or something like that.
That's a good idea. Actually.
I always wanted to be like the whole reason I started playing music is because I wanted to be a shredder, and till this day I still can't do it because I went a completely different direction. But then it's like I was just thinking, my metal band name would be General X-Ray because it's a department in the Royal. General X-Ray.
Oh my god, that just reminds me. I was in a band when we were teenagers in St. Teresa's Youth Club, and Barry's granny named it otitis media, the medical term for sore ear.
That's good. I like that's thought in there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
But
I
it
don't
also
think it's going to
sounds
get
like-
any better than
It
that.
also sounds like a fucking Rupert Murdoch operation. I'm head of Otidius Media. You know?
Like, no, but I think we hit peak at 13. I think that was us. Him and his white bass and his granny naming his band and us never ever doing a song and Carl Devlin going, let's do All Along the Watchtower, and everybody else going, I can't play that.
Fucking
I can't play that.
Shows. One of the fucking the thing I always remember from is like when we were all in. I remember we used to, for some reason, St. Teresa's, everybody used to go to it, and
It's because they let us go there.
but I remember going and there was a band practice and I was sitting on it. And there was, I can't remember who was there, but everybody was taking it super serious and they're fucking giving it stacks now. And Barry, playing bass, a friend of ours, he leans over to me and goes, nobody's noticed, I've just been playing the same note for the past like 10 minutes. He was just going bum bum.
He's still playing it.
Bum, he's still playing it. He's getting tighter at it though, he has gotten tighter.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a band now called Lawfucker. I mean, that really says it all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Which is another band you should all go and listen to.
Just for experience,
Yes,
not that
definitely,
they're amazing.
definitely.
What other things have you seen in the news recently? What other things that have caught your eye?
Mars.
Aye, that happened
today. Apparently the scariest 7 minutes of NASA's life was the descent coming down where they thought, shit, is the rover going to land or is it going to explode?
Because of the pressure or
yeah.
something?
Because they wouldn't know exactly what was going to happen because of whatever type of thing it was. I didn't read past one article, so I can't be like I can't say too much on it. But yeah, so the way they quoted it was the 7 most scariest minutes of NASA's life.
It's insane. It's so weird. All that payoff, all that waiting for very little payoff. Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking about NASA always do these fucking like stunts like in relation, like your man jumping out of the balloon. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking like, no, they had to get him at a certain altitude, so he could jump out and still come down to the ground and all that sort of shit. I wonder, like, did they ever like send somebody up and went, right, 100% get out to this altitude, and you'd be perfectly safe. They went, right, fair enough, and then went up in the umbrella, up in the balloon, and fucking Mary Poppins. They went up in the balloon and jumped out and just floated off. Like something out of Simpsons. Just fucking...
It's like, can you imagine how many people tried to invent the plane before the plane was invented that just jumped off a cliff and died because they thought they could give themselves wings?
There's loads of things. It's Paris, the fucking Eiffel Tower. Always had that. There was a thing... I remember, was it the guy fucking... Was it Horrible Histories? They were saying about the guy who jumped off the
Oh yeah, it was in Stupid Deaths.
he jumped off the Eiffel Tower and they were like,
Yeah.
he was like, I had it perfectly, I had it all, I had counted for everything. And your mum was like, well, why did you die? He goes, because I only counted for the weight of the parachute, not me and the parachute.
Yep.
You fucking dickhead.
I know, Stupid Deaths is so great.
Horrible Histories is one of the best shows ever. I think that's one of the things, like, as a parent, I would never have seen. Here's one for you, speaking of good shows as kids. Did you have the Animals of Farthing Wood sticker book?
No.
No, did you not have it?
No.
Oh. Did you not?
No.
Oh,
it's my childhood ruined.
Yeah, your childhood's just fucking, it's null and void at this point. I would just go and get them fucking Eternal Sunshine out of your mind, like. The Animals of Farthing, do you remember the Animals of Farthing?
Oh, of course,
the
yeah.
cartoon. So the sticker book was basically like scenes from it, like a river, fucking fur coat factory, those sort of things, like, and you got the actual stickers of the animals and where you could move them about the scene.
I had a Cinderella version, and you dressed up Cinderella. I'm pretty sure actually I bought Darcy one quite similar.
It fucking worked out for you, didn't it? Like,
Yeah.
It's with the height of your femininity in
Yeah.
terms of your
It is a bit.
social norms.
I know, funny, I'm such a fucking weird person.
You're a tomboy.
I have 3 brothers. I don't think I had a choice, to be honest. Although, I just got a new assistant recently, and before she started working with me and Jackie, she like sort of like really, office professional, and Jackie's quite office professional as well, but I'm the total polar opposite, and I refuse because I'm like, I'm not fucking facing anybody. Like, I'm an accountant. I'm not customer services. So why should I come in an uncomfortable suit every day in a pandemic when I'm not allowed to be near or go near or talk to anybody? So I was like, nah, fuck off for a game of darts. And she's sort of slowly but surely coming around to my way of thinking and like is coming in comfy jumpers and trousers. And I'm like, yes,
society needs to rethink, because the gene is society's like base fucking item in Western society. It's the jean. You know, you go to the shops, jeans. You fucking like it's what you wear to all occasions, and we need to rethink that. Because it's bollocks.
Because it should be comfy trousers.
Should be big, those big, what do you
with
call
fucking elasticated waists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know those fucking jogging bottoms? But the nice ones, don't get me wrong, not like your Fila jogging bottoms that made out of
like
nylon.
the fluffy ones.
You need the proper thick fabric ones, and I think that should be the staple going forward.
Not these fucking legging bollocks.
They need to also like coat them in some sort of waterproof shit to fucking stop them. I think that's probably the only downside of them is soaking up rain. You know, like denim doesn't do that as much. But yeah, I would love to going forward just be wearing comfy trousers, for all occasions. You know, like you're ready to fucking, you're going to a baptism. Comfy trousers, a comfy trousers suit. You know, like a vest, like a weird fabric vest. That would be nice.
Well, I genuinely think that productivity in offices would skyrocket if they were allowed to be comfortable.
If people didn't have their fucking underwear up their hole.
Exactly, because you sit and fucking spend your day going, fuck's sake, I can't wait to get home and get these shoes off. Fuck's sake, I can't wait to go home and get my pajamas on. And like you're fucking, like if...
You've essentially to burn your clothes when you get in anyway.
Yeah, no, but if having to learn about sensory things over the last few years has taught me anything, it's like, what's the point in annoying yourself with unnecessary sensory triggers? Because we all have these different intricacies about us, and like if you allowed your employee to come in jeans and a t-shirt and a pair of comfortable shoes, because that's how they're comfortable, they're going to be so much more productive for you. You know, and the only time that they should be made to look professional is whenever they are in a capacity where they have to, because you are forward facing. Anything else you shouldn't need to.
Just shows how like aesthetic based humans are, because it's like there's no point to dressing up in these ways.
No, none.
Like at all. They're like it's realistically you can get the same work done. It's not like it'd be different if you came into work and you had fucking egg all over your face and brown sauce down your
t-shirt. You can be
t-shirt.
clean and presentable in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I don't see me as looking in any way, shape or form unprofessional. I don't see me looking horrible or looking untidy or looking like I haven't made an effort. Like, as long as it's
every
what
day
you're
you
wearing...
get up and go to work, it's a fucking effort.
Oh, Jesus, it is. Like, but, like, I just think that it's such an unnecessary melt for everybody involved, not to mention an unnecessary expense.
Fucking, I don't understand who invented shirts.
I hate anything that needs ironed.
It seems like one of those fucking, like those things left over from like when like the Tudors and the Victorians were trying to load it over everybody that were fucking better than them. So they're like, oh, we all wear shirts, you know, because it's, you know, it's the fabric costs more and it looks nicer and blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as it became available, everybody was like, oh, we have to get a shirt so we all fucking feel good about ourselves. And it's like, get me a nice t-shirt that doesn't show off my tits.
I know.
You know, and that's all I'm after, like.
But the Victorians also thought that trousers was a dirty word, so who can really take what they say as fucking gospel, like, you know? But I don't know. I just think that if you allow people autonomy over themselves and allow them their identity, which is very much, you know, what they put outwardly and what they wear and how they are comfortable in and of themselves, I genuinely think that you get a hell of a lot more out of them.
You should go and do your fucking motivational speaking courses. You're like, here, bollocks.
I don't need to.
Let your employees say fuck 6 times a day really loudly, and then they'll be a lot better off.
Do you know what, right? One of the absolute perks of the office that I work in is that it is not only acceptable but expected to swear like fuck. Like if I was sitting and I was really annoyed and I'd go, you fucking absolute ball bags, everybody just goes, and then that's it. You know, and you'll hear it from somebody else and you'll just go, like, because it's not a traditional office. But again, we get 6 times more work done than any other traditional office I've ever worked in. Do you know what I mean? And it's because we're given that autonomy as adults to behave in the way that we find comfortable. Because
funny that you're saying about your last job, because it was a very prim and proper sort of thing. Every time you cursed, they were like fucking...
I know.
Like Ned and Maud Flanders fucking getting the Bible out and all.
Oh my God, that was terrible. Oh, they did not like me in there. But this is the
they
thing.
Did good work. But
I know. Professionally,
like.
professionally, like you could never fault the work that I put out. Like you just can't. I'm very good at what I do. And I'm more than happy to have a big
Lady in
head
the
on
street,
that.
bit of freak in the spreadsheets.
Exactly.
Yes, they are.
But you know, I'm not going to change myself in any way just because somebody believes that the way that I am is beneath them. The only thing beneath you is the ground. If you want to behave like that, get the fuck away from me.
Get into the ground.
You know, it's like, go away. It's like, you couldn't do what I do in a million years. So don't think the fact that I've got tattoos means you're better than me. It's like, no, because I wouldn't think that about somebody else.
I think it's one of the things, like, from a musician standpoint, that's a very prevalent way of thinking within the community. It's something that I let go of years ago. Like you're saying about people thinking, oh, you play a certain way or you look a certain way, or do you know what I mean? Because obviously within music, it is all, you're putting everything on show.
Yeah.
So like, fucking, you know, like I remember watching, like I watch people that are technically far better than me, and I'd be like, fucking cunt, what a dick and all, you know, like it would really annoy it, rather than appreciating it for what it was, or like seeing people that are technically worse than me, but like seeing like, oh fuck, they did this good, and you know that there, rather than going, oh, I'm better than that cunt, you know, he's shit, because it's fucking sad as fuck. You know what I mean? Like that real sort of a point of making yourself, pointing yourself, like, this is me, this is where I am, they're better than me, and but it's like, no, it's fucking music.
No, you should applaud people who have built themselves up, help people who need to be built up, and be proud of yourself for what you've built. Because
a Minecraft fucking kingdom.
Exactly.
But
like, sure, look at your woman from that other place, fucking cunty bollocks, who kept calling me the token Teague. Like, she, my first week, she was like, where she's from and what she looks like and how she talks and how she behaves. I think it's lies on her CV that she's done this and done that and has these qualifications and all. And I was like, since when did your postcode stop you from doing A-levels? Like, we all go to school. Do you know what I mean? Just because you came in here, your second job, and never left.
You know, she's got this image of, you know, like all these Catholics run about with black smudged faces, and like they're all sharing dresses, and you know they're all in the same bath together, and their ma breaks bread all the time, and their dad fucking spends all their day down the pub eating bacon and drinking Guinness.
I'm gonna come into the car park on a fucking horse and trap. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just so stupid.
People are fucking thick as shit, but
we should have sent her the glitter bomb, the glitter dick bomb.
Well, we can't say about it now, even if we wanted to, because we just recorded ourselves with the idea. That was my idea, so I wanted to send her a big glitter dick bomb that you can actually get for people. Look them up if you want to piss somebody off. You can buy glitter bombs that like shoot out dicks.
Yeah.
And like, if you really want to piss me off, send me a glitter bomb, because I will come and fucking gut you. Because I hate glitter. It's one of my things. I just fucking hate glitter with a passion. Can't have it. The kids are fucking traumatized with me.
I know.
Like, get that fucking shit out of this house. You think they brought in fucking heroin or something?
I know, but everybody has that one person in their lifetime that they've worked with, and you're just like, you're evil.
I remember one of my bosses. I remember it was like funny as fuck. So basically, I was working in a garage up on Blacks Road, and I was sweeping up. But I was trying to save myself having to go back and forth and leaving, because it was a busy shop, and I was sweeping the front of the actual counter. There's still people queuing there, but there was like mess there from deliveries and stuff. So I was like sweeping it up. So instead of like leaving the shovel down and somebody maybe tripping over it, I was holding it in one hand and sweeping with the other. And the fucking boss came up to me and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how are you supposed to sweep like that? It's fucking stupid and all this here. And he started, like, he took tugged the brush off me and started sweeping and like really ferociously at the ground. It's like, A, you never fucking do that. Do you know what I mean? B, you're just trying to make a dick out of me in front of all these people. But as he did it, he smacked a tin of Coke from like a fucking 6-pack, and it just exploded all over the place. I was like, wanker, you fucking wanker.
I do. Instant karma.
Well, here we're at 50 minutes. I'm sick of talking to you.
You could never be sick of talking to me. Do you know why?
I thought that.
No, do you know why?
Why?
Because you've got nobody else to talk to.
I have myself, and sometimes I sit in the mirror and I tell myself nice things. Did you know, Gavin?
Did you ask the mirror what band it would be in and what the name would be?
So I told you.
No, the mirror, not you. The mirror.
Oh, the mirror.
Like your mirror self, your
opposite
opposite
self. It was alternate
self.
reality for him, so because he's in a alternate.
Through their looking glass, yeah.
Yeah, so his like metal would be like country western sort of thing. So
you can't.
Wheel and Spoke is what he's called his trip hop band. There you go.
No, Darcy watching the New Trolls movie the other day, and me and Finn were like, do you know what? The country song really is the best of all the songs. And she was just like, disgusted, going, what is wrong with you two? Girls just want to have fun. And, you know, if you want to be my lover. And me and Finn were going, no, like, I like a country.
Don't label yourself so early, darling.
Yeah, and she was just like pure disgusted at me and Finn. We were just like, yeah, it's so much better, Darcy. She's like, these are sad.
Right, well, here, we're going to leave it there, because I have to pack all this shit up. It's the fucking hardest thing about doing this, is setting it up and taking it down again.
And
So,
I'm
yeah.
not going to help.
No, sure, you wouldn't know how to anyway. You just fucking smash everything and run away. So yeah, thanks very much for listening in. Hope you enjoyed, got some sort of giggles out of it. Say thank you very much again to Fluid Cullen from coming all the way from over there to join us. My name is Gavin Ferris and String Ninjas, patreon.com/String Ninjas. Check us out, Facebook, YouTube, all that bollocks, all the usuals. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you later.
Thank you.
Fuck off, this is my show, don't you dare.
Well then,
Thanks for stopping by.
You need to do a Skylands plug too, don't forget.
No scallions. Scallions are good for dinner. Good job. Bye. Look for the scallions as well. Bye.